Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Monica Linn again. Welcome to episode 2 of my OnlyFans horror story series. So on this episode, if you have not been here before, it's basically just a series about me watching animated episodes of people's OnlyFans horror stories, like bad things that happen to people while they were working with OnlyFans. Here's a quick disclaimer. This video is only filmed for education purposes only. And I'm hungry, so I got some of this. I added my own little pizzazz in there. I got some eggs and stuff in there because I'm hungry. And I attempted to film episode 1 like 4 different times, so I'm very hungry right now. When I finally got the hang of this, I'm kind of comfortable. So now we're gonna watch episode 2 together, story 2 together while I eat my noodles. And I'll try my hardest not to eat and talk at the same time. Alright, guys, ready? Alright, let's go. There you go.
A little while back, I started an OnlyFans account. I know what you're all thinking, but hey, I was single at the time, and I figured it was a pretty harmless way to earn a little extra dough. I started off by posting some tame stuff, and progressively got into uploading more mature images. Yeah, I'm not proud of it, but I'm not ashamed either. I lived with my parents at the time, so I had to be careful about making my content. Like I said, I wasn't ashamed, but I knew they wouldn't be as open-minded about it. As such, I always waited until they were out of the house before I took any pictures or videos, and I didn't tell any of my friends out of fear that it would somehow get back to my folks. It was very private business. After just a few months, I couldn't believe how much money I was making on this.
How did you manage to have an OnlyFans with your parents and not know? I'm sorry, but my parents just... Well, I don't live with my parents anymore. Obviously, because I'm grown, 25 years old. No shade to anybody who do still live with their mom when they're 25. But, I wouldn't be able to get away with that. My mom's too nosy. My aunt's too nosy. My family just nosy. That or like, just me. We share computers and stuff like that when I stayed with them, so there was no way possible, at least in my opinion. Like how? That just means your parents like don't care, or they just work too much to even notice. That's wild.
I'd amassed a sizable following and monthly income, so I decided to treat myself. My wardrobe was pretty old at that point, and I decided to buy some new clothes. I hit up a local store to pick out some new outfits. Now, it might sound strange to some of you, but when I got to the store, I started live streaming to my OnlyFans followers, talking to them about changing up my style and asking for their opinions on certain items.
I got a question. Does she have a job? Well, when this happened, did she have a job? Because if she went shopping and her parents, as far as her parents know, she don't got a job. That didn't raise any eyebrows. Like, where is she getting money to get these clothes if she don't got a job? I'm just assuming because I remember her saying that she had a job, but maybe when I watch it back, she probably didn't say it at the beginning because I was too busy chowing this down.
I'd often stream to my supporters through my private, but fans-only YouTube channel during the day. I thought this built a sense of community. A lot of them enjoyed seeing me go about my life, whether I was just out shopping, at a cafe, or just vlogging from my apartment, and I'd reply to their comments and connect with them. For the most part, they were well-behaved and respectful during those streams, and I started recognizing a few of their names. It was pretty wholesome. I made my way through the store, holding the camera in selfie mode, engaging with my fans. After about 20 minutes or so, I ended the stream. At some point during that evening, I logged onto my page. That's when I noticed a message from one of my regulars. "Thanks for wasting our time and money by lying to all of us. You never told us you had a boyfriend. Consider this the end of my support." I was confused. Boyfriend? Where'd he get that idea? Well, this guy was one of my biggest supporters, and I was really
Why does it matter if she has a boyfriend or not? It's not like she's gonna sleep with you. This is entitlement for me.
I to see him go, so naturally, I sent him a message.
Pissed me off.
Hey, I am single, free as a bird. I don't know who told you I wasn't. Do you think I'm stupid or something? I'll admit it took me a couple of months to notice, but it's obvious you're with some guy all the time. I see him in the background of all of your streams. He was with you at the store today. What are you talking about? The dude in the green shirt. I feel really sorry for the guy, to be honest. Dating someone who...
I know you're not judging. I know he not. I didn't let him finish because I already know. I feel sorry for. I already know how this is about to go, sir. You are subscribing to this girl every month to see her naked. Don't feel bad for her. Feel bad for yourself because you ain't able to pull nobody to get stuff like that for free. There's too many women in the world for y'all to be paying. At the end of the day, money needs to be made. But don't you ever try to shame somebody on OnlyFans and you're a subscriber. You are a reason she's getting money in her pockets. You have the audacity to shame her. She has a boyfriend. That's just like people who actively watch P, can't say the word on here, P, and shame the P stars, or watch adult content and shame the adult stars. But you still watch them though. So who really should you feel sorry for, and who really should you be shaming? You should be shaming yourself. That's why I don't judge them.
What do you do? I went back to check the recording of that day's stream. And sure enough, about 5 minutes in, over my left shoulder, there was a guy in a green shirt, walking quite close behind me.
You're like a crackhead.
He was very tall, had a muscular build, looked to be in his late 20s, but already had dark circles under his eyes and thinning hair.
You on crack?
Okay, well that didn't prove anything. Just some guy behind me at the store. I continued watching the video, and yeah, the guy did seem to be behind me for most of it, popping up throughout as if he was following me. But surely that was just a coincidence. Still, my regular's message stayed in my mind.
A coincidence? Don't be naive.
He said he'd seen this guy in multiple streams of mine. I went back and checked the previous stream that I'd done. It was of me at the mall. Nothing seemed out of place. Then I saw that same guy in that same green shirt, walking behind me in the distance.
Y'all need to be more wary of your surroundings.
That stream had lasted 47 minutes, and you could see him behind me throughout it. Sometimes far, sometimes close.
Now why would you think that's her boyfriend? If he ain't never had make no interactions, just looking at her.
And the guy sitting
her boyfriend would sit there and watch her?
Away from me, all by...
Do you think her boyfriend would sit there and watch her? If anything, if you was a real fan, you would have been like, hey, bruh, hey, girl, look behind you. Who's that man behind you? Or you could have said that then. Is that your boyfriend? Is that your boyfriend? Who's that guy in the back? I'm pretty sure she would have answered the question and she would have put her camera on, what are you doing? Or she would like, you know? Because if I was watching that, I wouldn't think that was her boyfriend. That's just me though.
And so, the whole time, his dark eyes were watching me. I hadn't noticed him at all. Okay, so I started getting a little freaked out at this point. Obviously, this wasn't just a coincidence.
Duh.
I went back and checked more of my older streams. Videos of me in town. Videos of me walking the dog at the park. Chilling on the beach. In all of them.
I ain't gonna lie. This little cartoon got some tickle weeds. Sorry.
It's there, and in almost all of them, he was wearing the same green shirt. This man, who I had never seen before in my life, had been following me on what appeared to be a daily basis. He wasn't a part of my life, but I was clearly a big part of his. I wasn't sure what to do at first.
He ain't never changed his clothes. So he wore the same jeans and button-down shirt every single day in each video? Yeah, he most definitely a crackhead.
He had never approached me or anything.
That's some crackhead stuff.
My dad was in law enforcement, but I couldn't exactly go to him for advice. I decided to stop posting content on my account for a while, resolving to stay alert and keep an eye out for this guy, and just wait for everything to blow over. If things escalated, then I'd go and tell my pa. I figured this guy would get bored and leave me alone.
Oh, she said pa.
How naive I was. A couple of weeks passed, and luckily I hadn't seen the green shirt guy around town. Guess my plan had worked.
No, it didn't.
My fans were getting antsy about me not uploading new content, and my earnings were going down as a result.
Damn.
One weekend, my parents went off on a romantic getaway, and hoping to ride the OnlyFans wave a little longer, I decided to take some new photos in my bedroom.
Hold on.
Risk of being caught. That night, I cooked up some dinner in the kitchen, opened the window to air it out, and then went upstairs to snap the goods. After uploading the pictures, I started a live stream to apologize to my followers for my long absence. I told them it was back to business as usual. The salty dinner had made me thirsty, so during that live stream, I went downstairs to grab my water bottle in the living room, bringing my phone with me so I could continue interacting with my viewers. I was holding my phone out in front of me, completely oblivious to my surroundings, responding to my viewers' comments. I got to one, and as soon as I read it, my stomach dropped.
What?
Hey, Mellow Cat.
Hi, Mellow Cat.
Who's the man at your window?
Oh, now they want to look out for her. That's wow. How did he find out where she was? He must have her IP address. He looked like he might be a hacker or something. He looked creepy. You're a crackhead or a hacker, or both.
In the corner of the screen. I know
that's so creepy. What's up with them being outside of people's houses?
Behind me. I turned to see the man, the one who had been following me, standing outside, his gloved hands pressed up against the living room window, his face real close as he looked in at me, his dark eyes wide with excitement. I screamed and ran upstairs with my phone in my hand. I bounded into the bathroom and locked the door behind me as I called my parents. I cried to my dad that there was some guy outside our house, told him that he'd been following me for a long time. He said that they were on their way back right now, not to panic, and that my mum was already calling the cops.
Good
we
job,
didn't have
parents.
any neighbours to call for help, since we lived in such an isolated area, so he instructed me to run to the attic and to keep as quiet as possible until help arrived.
Oh, damn.
I did as he suggested, and unlocked the bathroom door.
Damn, don't be inside the house.
As I stepped out, I could hear quiet movements coming from the kitchen door.
Oh, no, he made it into the house!
I had left the window open.
No, why would you leave the window open? Oh, she gonna die. This way gonna end that well. Oh my God. And her parents did the right thing. She did the right thing to tell somebody. She messed up because she was on live stream. So I'm pretty sure he been following her long enough to figure, oh, she's by herself. Now I'm gonna go pull up on her because he been following her around long enough to know her schedule. And I guess he followed her home one day. Oh, homegirl. Why she know? If she's alive to tell her story, she might have got hurt now. Ain't no way he.
This guy was inside my house.
Oh God, she got hurt. I want
The
to say she
access
died.
to the attic was in my parents' room, and I could already hear the guy softly calling out to me downstairs.
Oh my God.
Hello, Mellow Cat? Where are you? He was calling to me, using my OnlyFans username. I sprinted into my parents' room and slammed the door behind me, and as I went to lock it, could hear the guy storming up my stairs.
He's such a
Luckily,
creep.
locking the door gave me just enough time to pull down the attic's ladder and scamper up with the hook in my hand.
Close the door. Close it.
As I
Close
climbed
it.
up, I could hear the man on the other side of the door, thumping into it with all of
Pull
his
the
body.
ladder up.
I pulled the ladder back up
All right.
and closed the attic hatch behind me.
Okay.
I waited up there with my hand over my mouth as I heard the door give way. My heart was beating so fast, I couldn't stop breathing heavily. Things were being thrown around and smashed in the room beneath me. When I could do was listen as the guy rampaged through my house, occasionally shouting obscenities and saying that he knew I was still in the house. This torment didn't last long, maybe only 5 minutes tops, but I felt like I was up in that attic for an eternity. The house fell silent, but I stayed up there.
What's up with them and messing with people's houses? How would you feel if somebody came through your house and just tore it up off with some coochie or your eggplant? You could have just asked. There are so many steps that he skipped before he got here. Like, he could have played it off when the first instance, when he first noticed her in public. Instead of being, he wanted to be a creep and force his way onto her. Instead of just trying to get to know her or just playing it off like you're not, excuse my toilet. I don't know if it's broken or whatever. My downstairs toilet's stupid, but this is the best place to film. Anyway. There's just so many steps he skipped before we got here.
Until I heard the police sirens come rolling into our driveway.
Here come the police coming late as
My
hell.
parents weren't far behind them. During their investigation, the detectives dusted for fingerprints on the door handles. There weren't any, but there was something else. They found traces of trichloromethane.
The hell is that?
Chloroform. It must have come off a rag or off his gloved hands. The only thing missing from our house was my laptop, which had a bunch of photos of me that I hadn't released online.
Yo!
This guy clearly come for the real thing, but seeing how I clung to safety, he settled
He's
for
about to
ranches
blackmail her!
instead. I haven't posted anything.
Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? Ooh, baby, you might as well tell your parents now, cause your news is about to get leaked for free. Or he about to act like he's you. You got your laptop, so he probably got your OnlyFans info and all of that. He about to transfer your account information to his. You ain't never gonna make no money off of your stuff again.
And since I didn't even log on to tell my followers goodbye, since I knew that he was among them. So, in the end, I came clean to my parents about what I've been doing, and moved in with my sister in a different town for my own safety. I won't say where, for obvious reasons, as Greenshirt himself could be listening. Yeah, despite having relatively clear images of the guy's face, and knowing that he must have been from the local area and one of my followers, they never found the guy. I have no idea how he got my address. I'm just thankful I went downstairs.
He probably follows you home one day. He just follows you everywhere else. What would stop him from following you out
Had that guy come in while I was streaming upstairs, I might not have heard him. And who knows if I'd still be here to share this story.
Yeah, girl, you was about to die. Well, that's it for episode 2 of my OnlyFans horror story series. Thank you for watching my channel, and if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share it with your friends. I feel a lot more comfortable recording myself. We are just on episode 2. I'm a YouTuber. But anyways, bye.